Well, I'm excited to have this opportunity to talk with you today. So I have experienced the power of the formula that, I learned about it in 2013. And right away, I had a desire to have a private session with you. I didn't have any money. I booked a ticket to California. And within like a week, somebody on Instagram, I don't know who, decided to buy like $8,500 worth of my artwork without even seeing it.
That's how it happens.
My intention. I'm so aware, and it's been such a ride since then, getting to experience the synchronicity. That is like my excitement, my joy, and my passion. Like just being aware of the synchronicity, following the trail.
Yes.
Incredible things happen.
Absolutely.
And I'm all good with that.
Yes, there are so many more doors that can open through which the things you need can come than most people on your planet are aware of.
Okay, I am aware of the doors. My question is, I'm not allowing myself to walk through the ones that I know that are there.
Why not? What are you afraid of?
Well, I don't know.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
Getting better. I'm getting better at the formula. Just a couple of weeks ago, the very last part of the formula about staying in a positive state.
Yes.
What would seem, what was happening was a bunch of so-called negative events, and I just knew it. And I'm like, nope, something better is going to happen. I just know it. I could feel it.
Yes.
And not only did something better, and it was like a cumulative, supposed negative things. I'm like, oh, something really good is going to happen.
Yes.
And something even better than I expected happened. So
exactly.
I know that vibration.
Yes.
Okay.
So then why would you be afraid to walk through any of the doors?
It's not that I'm afraid to walk through them. It's just I know they're there and I can't seem to find them. And I know, obviously.
But you will find them through synchronicity, just like the person that bought your artwork. You didn't necessarily know that door was there, but it will reveal itself in perfect timing when it needs to. You don't have to be aware in that sense and know exactly where the doors are. That's the details. Let the details take care of themselves. You just have to know the doors are there.
Okay, so with that being said then, how can I distinguish the difference of knowing and believing that those doors are there, right?
Well, you've already had the experience that they are, so why don't you know that?
Right, no, here's the question though.
Yes.
How do I know then if something's just not relevant for me to experience in this lifetime?
Then you won't experience it.
But what if I still then have the desire for something, that means then there's the door, or?
Well, it depends on the reason for the desire. It can be a recognition that something is relevant, or it can simply be, again, a fear-based belief telling you that you need this thing when you don't. So you have to be honest within yourself to know the difference between true excitement and anxiety. What's the insistence about? Because desire, in the negative sense, is insistence. So are you insisting that this thing must happen?
That's the thing. It's not so much an insistence.
As it is.
When I'm not in alignment, it comes from other sources. I have to have this in order, whatever.
All right.
But when I'm in alignment, I know, okay, I'm eternal, so it doesn't really matter. This is my experience here.
Yes.
But if I were to experience it here, it would even be better.
You're making an insistent judgment by saying it would be even better. You don't know that. You don't know that. That's the first thing that people have to realize when we talk about the aspect of the formula that says no assumption, no insistence. What we're actually saying is, if you're really honest with yourself, you realize you don't know what the best outcome actually needs to look like. So don't think you do. That's insistence.
Agreed. And that I hear you in those moments in my life.
All right.
But
what?
There's just something else I know.
Then let it happen. If it's relevant for you, it will happen. Get on with your life. Do what you can act on. Don't forget, all versions of your excitement are interconnected and will lead to other versions, even if they don't appear that to be connected. Even if you have no idea how one thing could lead to another, They're all interconnected if they are truly representative of your passion. So just get on about doing what it is you can do. Well, then you don't need these other questions if you understand that.
Okay.
Because everything that is relevant for you will unfold.
Right. Well, okay. Well, obviously, then when I'm not in alignment, then I have those questions. But
exactly.
When I am, okay, that's why it's like, okay, I'm right.
That's one of your first clues as to when you are or are not in alignment.
Yeah. All right. Then while you're in front of me, so to speak, can I ask you if you have a permission slip that will help me get out of my way when I'm in those moments that I haven't ventured into yet?
Well, all you have to do is ask yourself what you're getting out of being in those moments that aren't in alignment. Because you always do things, you always choose things that you believe are to your benefit. So ask yourself, as a permission slip, what benefit am I getting from this? But you have to be very honest in your answer. Because
how do I do that better?
It's very easy. Just pay attention.
How?
You have to be honest. You have to be transparent with yourself. It has to be okay for you to realize you're doing something you don't prefer to do, and let that be okay. So the idea again is, when you ask, well, if I'm doing something that's out of alignment, what is the benefit of that? Then just sit with it and use your imagination and say, well, what am I getting out of this? Well, maybe it's safer than the alternative. Maybe I believe that. Maybe the negative belief is convincing me that if I actually went forward, something worse would happen. And it's safer to just stay where I am, even though I don't prefer it. You have to use your imagination to examine all the probabilities of why you're choosing to do what you're doing. That's all you have to do. Just be in that process. You'll find the answer if you're willing to. That's all it takes.
All right.
So, when those moments happen, don't rush past them. Don't get on with something else. Don't ignore them. Stay with that and take the time to do the self-investigation and ask the question, what am I getting out of doing something that I don't prefer to do? What is the negative belief convincing me here of that isn't necessarily true?
Oh,
stay with it.
You said the perfect words. And
there you go. There you go.
It's just staying in the moment. That's the key for me. Just being with that.
Yes. That's when they come up. That's all there is. There's nothing more important to do than deal with what comes up in the moment.
Right.
Nothing. Nowhere else you need to be that's more important.
Oh my goodness. I love the validation. You're amazing. Okay. I love you, Bashar.
Our unconditional love to you as well. Good day.
Bye.